Hi first grade, this is our weekly reader, Night Skies, and you notice that the word night has that IGH group. Remember, we consider I the captain of the team, and he does all the talking for the team. So we read this word night, night. And then we have our vowel team, IE over here. And remember, when two vowels go walking, the first vowel does the talking. So we read this as skies, skies. So our story this week is Night Skies. If you need some time to go to the website and print this story out, or if you're going to pull it up on a different device, go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to introduce our targets, then we're going to read through this a couple times and work on finding our high frequency words. So our target is I can read fluently, accurately, and with expression. So remember, before we left for online learning, we were working on reading fluently. So that means that we read nice and evenly, that we can read quickly at the right speed, we don't go too fast, we don't go too slow, and that we're reading accurately, which means that we're reading the words correctly as they're written. And expression, so we're not reading like a robot. This is the story about a little boy. We're reading nice and fluid. This is a story about a little boy. And part of reading with expression is following the punctuation at the end of the sentence. So if you're reading a sentence and it has a period, you read it nice and evenly. Remember, if you come across a sentence with a question mark, your voice kind of goes up at the end, like, are you going outside? And if you read a sentence with an exclamation point at the end, you read it with excitement. It doesn't mean that you yell or scream. It just means that you make your voice sound excited, like, tomorrow's my birthday. You can sound excited without getting super loud. So we're going to work on reading fluently, accurately, and with expression. And we're also going to read and find our high frequency words in this reader. And I'll tell you more about what your job will be later. All right, so on this first go around, I'm going to read it to you, and you're just sitting back and tracking the words that I'm reading. The second go around, we'll do an echo read, and then the third go around, you're going to read it independently by yourself. So our story is Night Skies. Night skies. Have you ever looked up high into the night sky? Some nights you will see bright stars shining. Some nights you might see a moon that looks like part of a pie. Have you ever tried to see the man on the moon? Sometimes you can see the moon in the daylight. One night you might see these bright lights and hear them pop. If you look hard, you might see the lights of a plane as it flies by. If you are really lucky, you might see a star shoot through the sky. What do you think you will see in the sky tonight? All right, so on this go around, you are echo reading after me. So I'm going to read the sentence and then I'll pause so that you can read afterward. I'm going to track the words, so try to keep pace with my finger too. Night skies. Night skies. Have you ever looked up high into the night sky? Some nights you will see bright stars shining. Some nights you might see a moon that looks like part of a pie. Have you ever tried to see the man on the moon? sometimes you can see the moon in the daylight. One night, you might see these bright lights and hear them pop. If you look hard, you might see the lights of a plane as it flies by. If you are really lucky, you might see a star shoot through the sky. What do you think you will see in the sky tonight? Awesome, first grade. So your job is to go through your reader, and you're going to do what we always do. You're going to look for your high frequency words. So remember, your high frequency words are the words sometimes, through, have, and really. So you go through your reader, and as you find one of your high frequency words, you're going to read it and circle it. So I found the word sometimes. Okay, so I'm going to circle the word sometimes. I found the word have, so I circle the word have. And you go through all your pages and you find those high frequency words. When you are done with those, I want you to have an older sibling or one of your family members take a video of you reading part of the story, just so that I can see how we're doing toward our target of reading fluently, accurately, and with expression. So it doesn't have to be the whole story. You can do 2 or 3 pages, but take a video and upload it to Dojo, and I'll give you some feedback.